Dangers that my family experienced in Ukraine, the dangers that we saw in Nazi Germany, especially in the earliest days of Nazi Germany, are the dangers that we need to react to now. If we don't, things will get much, much worse. And so we've got to raise alarm bells to everybody. It's a 5-alarm fire, everyone. It's time to step out of your comfort zone and step out into the streets and speak up and make your voices heard, because that's the only thing that we have. That's the power that we have. And we can stop them in their tracks, because you know what? Republicans in Congress don't want to lose re-election.
Never before in my life have I called for mass protests, for mobilization, for disruption, but I am now.
A more aggressive J.B. Pritzker has emerged on the political stump in recent days. The governor attacking both Republicans and his fellow Democrats at a fiery speech in New Hampshire Sunday. As political reporter Chris Ty reports, both what he's saying and where he's saying it signals a growing likelihood that he's running for president in 2028.
Governor Pritzker ratcheting up his visibility and his volume in recent days. He has spent years railing against the Trump White House. Now he's taking on what he calls timid Democrats in an effort, some say, to distance himself from would-be rivals in 2028. All as the White House pushed back hard late today.
So I have one question for all of you, Granite Staters. Are you ready for the fight?
Sounding more like a presidential contender than ever before, Governor Pritzker this weekend talking to Democrats in critically important New Hampshire, home of the first in the nation presidential primary, which is still years away. Primaries are where members of the same party try to defeat each other. Pritzker using the moment to take on would-be Democratic rivals.
Those same do-nothing Democrats want to blame our losses on our defense of black people, of trans kids, of immigrants, instead of their own lack of guts and gumption.
Calling some members of his party too timid, he called on Democrats to take a stand in ways he hasn't before.
Never before in my life have I called for mass protests, for mobilization, for disruption, but I am now. Republicans cannot know a moment of peace. They have to understand that we will fight their cruelty with every megaphone and microphone that we have. We must castigate them on the soapbox and then punish them at the ballot box.
Stephen, Illinois Governor Pritzker just called for mass protests and disruption, saying Republicans cannot know peace, while Trump's border crossings are down 95% and ICE is locking up 800 criminals. Is Pritzker inciting insurrection, and will DOJ take action?
Well, what I would say is that his comments, if nothing else, clearly could be construed as inciting violence. So President Trump survived 2 assassination attempts against his life. Of course, there's been many more credible threats against President Trump and his family and associates. We've, of course, seen the spate of left-wing domestic terrorism all across this country. By the way, the destruction of property sits directly adjacent to attacks on humans and physical attacks. In other words, once you tolerate and once you allow for attacks on property, you're just a step away from people throwing Molotov cocktails into people's homes. And you've even seen some, I think one example of a formerly prominent Washington Post journalist who seemed to be celebrating the murder of a healthcare CEO, right? Health insurance CEO. And that's the point we've reached in this country, where people are engaging in rhetoric and behavior that puts the lives of public servants in danger, puts the lives of conservative Americans in danger. And so that's the first thing I would say. And then, of course, secondly, right, just this war that Democrat governors and mayors are waging against federal law enforcement. I mean, this is nullificationist behavior. This is secessionist behavior. Where they're saying they don't recognize the supremacy of federal law enforcement in terms of protecting the lives and livelihoods of American citizens against a foreign invasion. We've never seen anything like it. And, of course, the result of their conduct is that they're allowing illegal aliens to go free and rape and murder their own citizens. So I can imagine having a leader in a city or a state that would privilege the well-being of illegal alien murderers over their own citizens, but that's where we are right now.
So I think it's terrible hypocrisy on the part of Stephen Miller and of others who have said somehow that my remarks, which are about peaceful protest, which is the only valid kind of protest that we have here in this country, that I have called on people to express themselves, is something that obviously not understood by the gang that controls the White House today.
Pritzker will be headlining a similar dinner to the one he had in New Hampshire up in Michigan next month. And to capitalize on the attention generated on the East Coast this weekend, he's making the rounds on cable news tonight. At UIC, Chris Ty, CBS News, Chicago.
So we're just going to call it for what it is, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, you guys heard it. J.B. Pritzker just basically incited an insurrection against Republicans. Republicans shall know no peace. He want them to go out to the streets and be a disturbance. I mean, what else do you want us to believe here, guys? The Democrats don't know anything else besides violence. This is all they know. They're back to square one when it comes. They don't have a policy plan, like at all at this point. Now they just want to destroy your stuff because you have different beliefs, all because you're a Republican, guys. This is absolutely insane. And this is the same rhetoric that got Trump shot. This is the same rhetoric. What are you guys not understanding here? For you guys to let J.B. Pritzker get away with this is absolutely asinine. It's absolutely asinine. Listen to what he is saying, for crying out loud. Listen to what he's saying. I mean, what, you're calling out for violence and saying you want these people to go out to the streets. I mean, Republicans shall not know a moment of peace. And then you want to look crazy and say, like, dude, your protest isn't peaceful. You're trying to sit up here and say, oh, well, this is the only type of protest that we do. No, it isn't. Look at what you guys do when people wear Trump hats, when people drive Teslas, for crying out loud. It doesn't make any sense, J.B. Pritzker. And if you run in 2028, you're an absolute fool. You're not going to win. You're sitting up here talking about the Democratic Party like you yourself isn't a Democratic scumbag. This dude is such a wannabe dictator. And it's absolutely pathetic how people aren't calling this crap out on the Democratic side. And then people were cheering, by the way. People were cheering for this crap. Why would you cheer for someone to say, oh, I've never called for mass protest and disturbance, but I am now? What? What do you mean you're calling for mass protest? So basically you want people to gather up these people who have nothing else better to do? Because I've seen these protests, guys. These people are absolute bums. These people have nothing else better to do. You want these people to gather up, be a disturbance to the peace, especially to Republicans? For what? What is Republicans doing so bad to the country? We're getting illegal criminals out, sending them back to El Salvador, the ones that the Democrats are trying to paint as angels when they're literal gangbangers. Help me understand here, guys, what the Republicans are doing so bad. We're lowering your taxes. We're lowering crime. We're lowering inflation. We're undoing all of the crazy mess Joe Biden did. What? Tell me what we're doing. Because at this point, you got to make it make sense with people like J.B. Pritzker saying crap like that, getting away with it. Trump already almost died twice because of rhetoric like this. And you guys are still going to let him get away with this? This absolutely will not stand. Even when it came to the two assassination attempts on Donald Trump, why is no one trying to figure out what was going on with that? I mean, the second guy had a whole Kamala Harris bumper sticker, for crying out loud. What else do you guys want us to believe? This is absolutely ridiculous, guys. He want to call the Democrats do nothing Democrats. You're a do nothing. What do you do? What do you do, J.B. Pritzker, besides sit on your ass and do absolutely nothing? You've done nothing for Illinois. You've done nothing, dude. Look at Chicago. Look at the mayor, Brandon Johnson. You know this sanctuary city law is absolutely ass. Yeah, you continue to push this and you want to fight Donald Trump, basically. Oh, we're going to give them a fight. Get ready for the fight. Like, dude, listen to yourself. You're going to cause another assassination attempt on Donald Trump, my guy, talking like this. And the DOJ need to hold this fat accountable. I almost called him something and it rhymes with duck. But they need to hold this fat duck accountable. Okay, guys? Because I'm getting sick and tired of them getting away with this crap. Like, they're attacking people, for crying out loud. They're attacking people and they're idolizing murderers like Carmelo Anthony. What are you guys not understanding? The Democrats are violent. At this point, I don't even think you can have a conversation with these people. There is no more diplomacy with these people. They don't have a policy plan. There is no more democracy in the Democratic Party. These people are finished. These people are done. They have AOC representing them. And then this is how you know these people are absolutely insane, because what? They want AOC representing them because what? Chuck Schumer did a bipartisan deal with the Republicans one time. And now we don't want Chuck Schumer anymore. Now we want AOC. Like, you people are dumb. AOC is an absolute socialist, communist. Are you crazy? She's no different than Bernie Sanders. What's wrong with you guys? The Democrats are done. People say that they're at a 27% approval rating. My stats say they're at 19. That's all I'm going to say. And the only reason why they got theirs at 27 and mine's are at 19 is because they're listen, guys, they're only accounting for independents and Republicans when it comes to the approval rating of Democrats. They're not even accounting for their own party. If you account their own party, they're at 19 approval rating. Their own party don't even like it's just the all you can eat buffet at the Democratic Party right now, guys. Just pick your meal. These people don't know what to do. Then you got Jasmine Crockett. Like, no, absolutely not. This dude will not win. I don't even know why they pushing this J.B. Pritzker's going to run in 2028. Dude, look at Illinois. Fix Illinois. How you gonna run a country? You can't even run a state. Huh? Make it make sense, guys, in the comment section. But make sure you guys like and subscribe to the video. Also, I did do an IRL video, guys, and it was absolutely phenomenal. So please make sure you check out that video. And I will see you guys later. J.B. Pritzker, you're stupid. Okay, that's all I'm going to say. You're a horrible governor. And I don't even know why they're pushing this 2028 J.B. Pritzker for president. Man, please. Go back to your lair and you can go suck on a chicken bone where you belong, my guy. But I'll see you guys next time. And I'm out of here, guys. Peace.